Hello and good afternoon to you. This is Cliff Graves from Train Well Boxing. So this afternoon, I just want to be laid back. Well, I'm laid back anyway, but I just want to be laid back and just have a general chat with you. So if you've got yourself a cuppa, sit back. You can either watch and listen or just listen. All right, these broadcasts are meant to be entertaining for you. So let me just see if this window, just drawn over a curtain and another. Don't like to keep out the natural sunlight, but when it's right in your eye, sort of thing. So yeah, let's just have a relaxed chat for however long you stay on. But yesterday evening, I was rocking. Now, that was post. I spoke to my wife about it, and I said, "How many miles do you reckon I could walk? Yeah, in an hour?" She said, "At least 3 to 4." I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, that means I did over 12 miles yesterday, hard, and my legs are stiff today, and I do feel fatigued. So I'm having a rest day." You've got to be sensible, okay? Unless you're that top of the rung, top of the tree, world-class athlete, boxer, then you can push it a bit, can't you? Because that's why you're there, because you're the best, because you're the tops. And you've got to be peak, right at your peak. For me, it's like an ongoing maintenance. So I can rest up, and I am resting up. I'm resting my bones, my muscles. I think as well, because I've started this quite aggressive format of a ketogenic diet, high fat carnivore diet, that is beginning to kick in and work. Because I've had a really heavy headache, and they also say, it can make your sort of blood pressure rise just a tad, and I think I can see it a little bit rosy cheeks on my cheeks. And it can make you a little bit dehydrated. So that's where the salt business that we were talking about, that's where the salt business comes in. Or an electrolyte drink, very important. Electrolytes, keep your electrolytes up, your sodium, your potassium, very important. Even more so important when you're on a ketogenic diet, because what the ketogenic diet is, it's switching from burning carbohydrates to burning fat, and that takes about 7 days. Can take a little bit longer with some individuals. I said, I think it was on Sunday, that I pissed on a keto stick, and I'm 3 from the end, so I'm getting right in there. I think I'll probably advance more from that, and I'm more near to the end. But it's bright purple. Yeah, I have lost a couple of pounds. All in the right area, on the belly. So the side effects, the initial side effects that I'm feeling are natural. They're, for the grace of God, got a lot of people. I just wanted to flag up that there is something that I think is quite rare, is ketoacidosis. Now, as I understand ketoacidosis, that is when you continually do one cycle of keto into another 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 ongoing cyclic, week in, week out, month in, month out. Idealistically, I think for me, I'll do 3 months. So it'll be Christmas time, woohoo! And I'll be ready to get the chocolates out and stuff and just relax for those couple of days, and then the new year, and then it's back into it. But yeah, ketoacidosis is when literally there's no more fat to go. And you'll see a lot of bodybuilders, championship bodybuilders, will get this type of thing, ketoacidosis almost. Or is it lactoacidosis? Lactoacidosis is nasty. But ketoacidosis, you can pinpoint it and you can say, look, that's the reason, because you've literally gone down to under 20 grams of carbs per day. So watch that, ketoacidosis, whatever you do. You'll be all right if you cycle it in and out. If you're a competitive athlete, seek advice. Seek advice. I'm not a competitive athlete, so I can maintain. I never want to reach a peak level of fitness, but I never want to really go completely off the rails unfit. Just to maintain a nice little level is suitable for me. But you lot that are training for a championship fight or whatever, you've got to be very prudent. You've got to be very intelligent. You've got to have that inquiring mind and ask the right people, not the wrong people. Ask the right people that will give you the right information. Should you be continuing keto when you're in a 12-week training camp? Question mark. Should you? I don't think so. If you fight 3 times a year. So when could you do your keto? You know, when could you do your keto? Go away for a 3-week holiday or something like that, come back, and then you say, right, I'm keeping myself ticking over in the gym, but I'm going to do this keto. I think that's more so with people that are weight category driven and that find it difficult to make a weight. Super middleweight wants to be middleweight, for example. The heavier weights, where they can come in at 17, 18 and a half, 19 and a half stone if they wanted. They could even come in lighter, couldn't they? 16 and a half. So diet for them is not really an issue, but from a general health point of view, right? There's something to be said about it. There really is something to be said about it. So can we believe all that we hear on YouTube? The answer to that is no, we can't. We have to be very, very discerning, don't we, about what we listen to. But what I did about those rodents, I just tell you lot again, if you haven't listened to this, if you're squeamish, turn off now. But they had 2 rodents where they dissected them open and looked at their internal organs, their intestines, their liver, pancreas, you know. They had just completed, I think it was 12-week. Doesn't matter the length, I might have it wrong, but they, over a prolonged period, they just completed their trials. And now the time was to look at the evidence. So one had high carbohydrates, refined sugars, processed foods, sweets, all the lovely stuff, chocolates. The other one was on a pure ketogenic diet. So they opened them up and they had a look. And the one on the left, the one that had been eating all the processed foods and all that, there was fatty deposits all around. You could see because they pointed to them. They said, look here around the liver, white coloured. The liver was a dull colour. What do you say about that? The other rodent to the right that had been fed this ketogenic diet, it was literally no fat around the organs whatsoever. Bright, what colour would you call a liver? It's bright purple colour now, shining, intact, lovely looking intestines, and picture of health. Wasn't bloated and all the rest of it. So is there anything we can learn? Is there anything we can learn from that, do you think? Is it applicable to humans? Well, yeah, because we know that there is such a thing as non-alcohol fatty liver disease. And it claims its victims. It claims its victims. Just say, I'm just saying it does. How? Well, I don't know, to be honest. But I think I can gather that when the liver gets fatty and it doesn't start to function correctly, it all sorts can happen. You could have a heart attack. The blood, just think of it all in that blood, the quality of the blood. All these toxins and shite that shouldn't be there, basically, going around the body like a wild mare, where it deposits in the fat, in the liver. Heart attack, pancreas, kidneys, adrenals. There's a lot to be said for observing what you eat, what your diet is like. And, insulin and cortisol are very necessary to have. Without any insulin in the body, you would die. This is why type 2-1 diabetics need to have insulin injected, because they need to have it. So the insulin, as I said yesterday, can go up to the cell, say, hi, it's Mr. Insulin here. Can I come in? Yeah, sure, Mr. Insulin. Hang on a minute. You got a key? Yeah, I've got a key. Don't worry. Opens the door to your cell and in goes the insulin and it heads for the bar, doesn't it? The mitochondria within the cell, the powerhouse, the energy source. If you ain't got no insulin, you're fucked, aren't you? You've got to get your insulin from somewhere else, haven't you? Hence injecting into the stomach. Medication. In the case of a diabetic type 2, they're producing too much of the stuff. So Mr. Insulin goes up to the cell and Can I come in? No, there's someone up with a lock. The lock's jammed. Well, have you got any WD-40 on it? No, I just don't know what we can do. It's jammed. I'm telling you, I can't get it open. Oh, yeah, goes Mr. Insulin and goes off all around your body because it can't get in to your cells because they are gunked up. And I've listened to many dietitians and experts, epidemiologists, nephrologists. I've listened to them here on YouTube, and I could give you at least 10 that I think are excellent. And they're saying it isn't fat that is responsible for this gunking up. It's sugar processed foods, refined starchy carbohydrates, your cereal bars, your chocolate, your processed foods, corn, I don't know, but processed foods, refined sugar, and starchy carbs. Those are the three. And then when you include high fat foods, a pork chop, with chips fried in canola oil or something like that, high fructose oil, followed by jam, roly-poly and custard. You might think, oh, that was lovely. Yum, 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 yum. That is where the issues are, according to the experts. It isn't butter. It isn't lard. It isn't fatty meat. It's when you combine that with refined sugars, starchy carbohydrates, which a lot of people do. You remember I said to you, what car are you? Are you a Fiesta or are you a Lamborghini? Which one? When you look at your athletic prowess, your athletic gifts, who is Usain Bolt? Is he the 1.4 clapped out Fiesta or is he the top of the range Lamborghini? Just purring, ready to go, 0 to 60. What are you going to put in that Lamborghini? Crap fuel or the best that you can, money can give you, the best of the best? What are you going to put in? And that's what you got to think about with your body. That's what you got to think about. So never, ever try and sidestep away from nutrition. So, I'll just eat what I want to eat. So that means you're eating bread and butter with high fructose corn oil, your French fries, chips have been fried. Come on, think. Doesn't take a lot of application. Talk to your chef. If you're a top high class athlete, talk to your chef. Say, look, I am going ultra healthy now, and I want some assistance from you. Correlate me, or go to your nutritionist, where your nutritionist liaises with your chef, but master it for what works for you. for what works for you. And you'll probably find refined starchy carbohydrates, processed foods, and refined sugars, soda pops, all that type of stuff, chocolate, sweets, is good. Like you're having a celebration, why not? You want to go out and have a couple of pints, why not? But on a regular basis, no, not for an athlete, no. Okay, so I said it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag today, didn't I? So I'm having this rest from this intensive walk that I did yesterday. I power walked it more than stroll. Well, you can't stroll uphill, can you? You've got to keep the momentum going. You've got to power walk it up, otherwise you just come to a standstill, won't you? But the plan is that I'm going to have the day off and tomorrow off. I've got a few business appointments tomorrow that I've got to attend to. That'll take me most of the day. And then on Friday, it's that short, sharp jogging and sprinting run, couple of miles odd, that I'm going to have a go at again and see the improvement. And just on closing, I just want to say one thing about road work. You've got to do your road work. I've got a Cobra bag downstairs, and in time when we get the proper setup, I even want to go live with these broadcasts. The more the merrier. I will show you. I'll start showing you the runs, the walks that I'll be doing. I want to put that long one, 12 one on a back boiler and just do that once in a blue moon, because that is heavy duty. And if you come out with me and stick with me, oh, see, you might even think it's a bit of a giggle and laugh. See, you've got to do your road work. I was on that Cobra bag down to now, thought, whoa, I'm not getting puffed. The sharpness in my punches is still there. So what can that be attributed to? Road work. It does that for you. If you're an amateur boxer and you sit down a third round, you get up for the third round and you're rocking. You're saying, I'm ready to finish strong. Professional, getting up off your stool in the 11th round to complete the 12th round, you're going to finish strong. You get that from road work. And I know there's all these naysayers that say, no road work because the weight training gets hard. It's like, no, weight training does. And I like progressive weight training. I'm for it. There is something about road work. And the penny drops, really and truly, when you've been in the square ring, when you've gassed, which I have, when you've gassed, and your trainer, your coach has said to me, you haven't been doing your road work, have you? Nah. Told you to do your road work. All right, coach, I will. Next time I fight, no more gassing. So you tell me. There is something about road work which is magical. You've got to fit it in. You've got to be able to fit it in to your schedule. You've got to. Absolutely given. You've got to. You'll have the energy there if you're following a correct diet plan, adequate rest. You've integrated this in intelligently, so you're not doing, say, 2 strength workouts, say Tuesday and then Wednesday, something like that. That's for the bodybuilders when they do all their split routines. A split routine can work for a fighter, but you can't do it twice in a row. You've got to integrate it, and so you've got to look at your training week as it rolling into another training week. And we can tell you all about that in Test, Train More Extreme Strength Training. I'll put the link below. It's all free. Have a look at it. Have a peruse of it. It's not an 127-page article or anything like that. But it's my take on what I believe is good. There's a number of other sessions that we've advised about on here, on YouTube, all free. Take them, try them. Take the knowledge on board. The idea with these broadcasts is to listen to them when you've got a relaxing moment where you can put your feet up, lie on the chaise lounge, if you like, with a cuppa or your electrolyte drink. No alcohol, because you're in training, you're a fighter. And just relax. Be entertained. Be entertained. And that's what we're trying to do. Trying to make these videos natural. Just like I'm talking to you in the coffee shop, in the pub, walking around the park. No airs and graces. No hard sale. None of that. Just meeting you on the level. Warts and all. Warts and all. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything is exposed. And that is how we are. On this side, on the sports apparel side, that's a different animal. It is part of us. But we demonstrate that. Oh boy. You've got to go and have a look. Just have a look at our shop and see. I've got a pesky fly. Can you see it flying around? They're pesky, aren't they? They come right round you, don't they? Listen. Just have a great afternoon. Okay? Be encouraged. We at Train More Boxing, we're here for you. We are here for you. Okay? Let's break the ice. Let's become friends. Let's become friends. Okay? So have a great afternoon, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now. Take it easy.